Hey everyone, I'm Nova and this is my mom Judy.
Hello.
And welcome to our reaction channel. And today we are continuing with our Game of Thrones reactions. Season 1, Episode 4, Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things. Now for those that are new to our Game of Thrones reactions, I have already seen Game of Thrones, but my not poor mama has never seen Game of Thrones. So this is brand new for her. Yeah, so we've already watched the first 2 episodes, obviously, so you're gonna go check them out on my channel. And while you're at it, you can go click that little subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and yeah. So, any thoughts before we start episode 4? Because she has 2 interesting theories going on at the moment. One that, so you think that Joffrey is the kid of Cersei and Jaime, the twins. That's what you're thinking.
Yes.
And she's also thinking that Jon Snow is the son of Ned and Cersei also.
Yes.
So those are her 2 theories at the moment. Yeah, and I've throughout this whole thing, I've never told her this before. I'll never deny anything, but I'll never what's the word? Confirm anything. I never deny or confirm anything, because yeah. Alrighty, so I mean, I don't think there's anything else I really need to add before this. I mean, that's just, we last left off with Arya was, taking her dancing lessons. And Ned, oh yeah, I forgot to mention at the end of the last discussion, but he was kind of having some weird flashbacks almost while Arya was sparring with Serial because it was kind of getting close up on his face, and you heard the sound of fighting in the background. So it was almost kind of like a flashback. I'm assuming his days in war and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's where we left off, but tons of characters are all over the place, and I don't remember where they're all at. So let's get on with it.
Lord's been dreaming again.
With the right horse and saddle, even a cripple can ride.
I'm not a cripple.
Then I'm not a dwarf. My father will rejoice to hear it.
There's a brothel outside your walls. There I'll find a bed, and both of us can sleep easier.
Your next tumble with Roz is on me. I'll try not to wear her out.
We met Roz, actually. She was the one giving him a blowjob in the first episode. Look at that face. Oh, poor Sam.
Please, no more. All you gotta do is get past the bastard.
You sure you want to do this? No.
They're like, oh, we don't want to go against Jon. He's gonna kick our butts.
I know.
This is my army. Khal Drogo's marching the wrong way with my army.
Oh, poor Viserys.
Meraxes. Vhagar. What did I buy you for? To make me sad?
No, Your Grace. To teach your sister.
To teach my sister how to be a better lover? You think I bought you to make Khal Drogo happy? Oh, you pretty little idiot. Well, go on then, get on with it.
Viserys is a real dude.
I know, he is.
Sounds in a mood.
Struck him very hard and very fast.
Probably poisoned, huh?
I saw him in my chair. The lineages and history of the great houses of the 7 kingdoms, with descriptions of many high lords and noble ladies and their children.
Oh, sounds like a super fun read. Just the lineages. Arya being Arya, I take it.
No. That's not me.
I want to be that
Right?
Lord.
Right? And looking at his face is like, oh, okay. You can tell he's proud of Arya, but it's kind of hopeless. Like, he knows that she can't fully be that way in this world, but he still is proud of her for being who she is.
Sir Alistair said I'm to be your new watch partner. Just to warn you, I don't see all that well.
Oh my God, Sam.
Comes down by the fire.
Oh my God, that would be
I
me.
don't like high places. If you do not, he said, then we'll have a hunt. And somewhere in these woods your horse will stumble, and you'll be thrown from your saddle to die.
That's
Or so I tell
sad.
you, Mother.
Right? Or so I tell your
Nothing
mother.
would please me more.
Yes, he is.
I'm not going to get any better, you know.
Well, it can't get any worse.
Here, do you see that boy there? One of Varys's little birds. Look, there. That one belongs to the Queen. And do you see that scepter pretending to read her book?
Varys or the Queen?
No, she's one of mine.
I'll be honest, I have a weird liking for Littlefinger. He's sneaky, like crazy, but I like him. Probably because he is so sneaky.
Invite you early, lad.
So he's obviously somebody's son that's important, like Lord Aaron or somebody, or...
And Robert's bastard son.
Oh.
Huh. Pretty important then in that regard. But he's still a bastard. Oh.
Touch his son.
And yeah, the name of John's direwolf is Ghost.
Attack him!
You get in there.
Go on, hit me.
Yield! Yield! I yield! You think this is funny, do you?
Viserys being Viserys again.
I know, he's horrible.
To give me commands.
He
I
is.
should have sent you back her head.
You are a horse lord slut, and now you've woken the dragon.
I am a Khaleesi of the Dothraki. I am the wife of the great Khal, and I carry his son inside me. The next time you raise a hand to me will be the last time you have hands.
You go, girl.
Right, go Danny. Woo! I know, right?
She finally like found her voice to tell her brother off.
Mm-hmm.
No. But I like girls just as much as you do. They might not like me as much.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, the same as you.
Yeah. I find that hard to believe.
Came very close once. Was alone in a room with a naked girl.
Didn't know where to put it.
I know where to put it.
Was she old and ugly?
Young and gorgeous. I never met my mother. My father wouldn't even tell me her name. I don't know if she's living or dead. Because all I could think was, what if I got her pregnant? And she had a child. Another bastard named Snow.
So, you didn't know where to put it?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
But you'd be fools to believe it. You're boys still. And come the winter, you will die.
like flies.
Oh, isn't he cheery?
Oh my god. That story. Jesus. Oh,
poor girl.
I know, poor
Mrs.
Sansa.
Paul, I've known your mother a long, long time.
And I still love her.
Arya, don't be rude.
No, it's quite all right.
Joust before I piss myself.
She's so disgusted with him.
I know, she's like, oh my god, this is my husband.
Ooh.
Ha. Oh.
Fuck. Okay, I close my eyes.
Okay, I'll tell you when it's over.
That just sounds gross.
I'll just tell you when they're still showing it. I'll tell you when they're done. They're still showing it. Okay, they're done. They're done. They're done showing it. Oh my god. They're
Even
done.
just the noise.
Okay, I think now they're done.
Gregor never said a word. He just grabbed his brother by the scruff of his neck and shoved his face into the burning coals.
Jesus.
Held him there while the boy screamed, while his face melted.
Sansa's face. Oh, she's so scared, poor thing.
I know.
She's like, Peter, I didn't ask to be told this story.
I know.
I did not ask for story time, thank you very much.
Lady Stark. What an unexpected pleasure. I was sorry to miss you at Winterfell.
I was still Catelyn Tully the last time I stayed here.
Father, all his fine friends, Lady Stark, but I don't quite see the purpose of this.
I know your sigil as well. The Twin Towers of Frey. How fair. I call upon you to seize him and help me return him to Winterfell to await the King's justice.
She's smart.
You think she's smart?
Yeah, well, I meant smart as far as, you know.
No, I don't. Why? It's
like befriending everybody again. And
yeah,
it's like, you know.
yeah, remind you that.
But I don't know about, you know, taking him back, and that's just gonna cause drama.
Yeah, is that what she thinks is gonna cause problems?
Well, yeah.
So you said, so she's smart to like name all of her father's bannermen to be like, you know, you can trust me, you're on my side, my family side, yeah. But what do you think is going to be the outcome of taking Tyrion? Well, especially since she doesn't even have 100% proof that he...
I know.
Because do you think that Tyrion was behind that? Like Bran and all that stuff? Because we have not had it confirmed who was responsible for wanting to... Who came after Bran with the dagger.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Because, I mean, Tyrion has said that he's loyal to his family and stuff.
Yeah, hard to say if it was him or...
Or the twins maybe.
Yeah, or the twins, who knows.
Okay, dokie.
Oh.
Continue with our discussion, okay. So a good chunk of stuff happened in this episode. So we started off with Bran, and he was dreaming.
Yes.
So what did you make of his dream? Because he was walking, obviously, in his dream.
Right.
And he ran into a three-eyed raven. The
Oh,
raven
yeah.
had an extra eye.
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird.
No idea.
That's cool. You don't need to. So I wanted to talk about Theon Greyjoy in this episode. So he was the character. He's the guy that he was talking with Tyrion with. So when Tyrion was gonna leave the little emperor, when he was gonna leave Winterfell, that one dude.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Who was hanging around Rob and John,
Right,
like the
right,
first
right,
episode, and
right,
he came
right.
out and they were talking
Right.
and stuff. So I wanted to help explain like what they were getting at and who he is.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is the first episode. I mean, they've shown him from the beginning, but this is the first episode they really start to talk about it.
Right.
So I thought I'll help explain stuff. So Theon is from this kind of group of islands called the Iron Islands, which I won't bother putting up the map, but pretty much here's the north, right? Let's say the Iron Islands are just kind of like right over here.
Okay.
So they're not too far away from the north. But pretty much, so his last name is Greyjoy, and his dad is like the Lord of the Iron Islands, Balon Greyjoy. So Theon, that's his name. So pretty much the reason why he's with the Starks, and so they got at it in this episode, but I'll explain it. Pretty much, okay, so this was that. This took place after Robert was sitting on the throne, so he's already king now. But this still happened, I don't know, let's say like 10 years ago maybe. Where Balon Greyjoy, Theon's dad, decided to rebel, and I don't think it was necessarily, and I can't quite remember the full story, if he was rebelling against the crown, like the king, or if he was rebelling against Ned as Lord and Warden of Winterfell. I can't remember the full details, but pretty much he pretty much rebelled against something, and wanting more power for himself, and so Robert and Ned and all of them pretty much stopped down on the rebellion, and to promise that Balon wouldn't rebel again, then Ned essentially quote unquote took Theon and as a captive in a way, and so Theon's essentially grown up at Winterfell. Even though he's not really technically maybe like treated like a captive, he's technically a captive. That's why Tyrion kind of mentioned that, being like, "Oh, you're captors."
Right.
So that's just kind of why he's there.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much just right. And then we also met a character, Hodor. He was the guy that only says Hodor. He's the one that carried on Bran.
Oh yeah.
And then we met a Sam, good old Sam.
Right.
With Jon, and I know Sam's story, his past, is so sad.
I know, that is sad.
And he's probably one of the most heartbreaking stories.
Yeah.
His dad being like, "You're not worthy to hold my lands."
I know, that's so sad.
And I know, it's so sad. Yeah, and then let's see. So we talked about the dragon skulls in this episode, Viserys.
Right.
With Doria, they talked about the dragon skulls, and I've told you some of the history of the Targaryens.
Right.
Because again, he mentioned that they went extinct before he was born, and I'll give you the kind of the brief stories to why they went extinct. It's not fully important. I just like the story, but again, I'll keep it short. So no long.
Thank you.
No long history. Pretty much, essentially, I got a good. I don't know. Again, I'm assuming this is the case in the show, because I know in the books it was maybe a good 150 years ago, where Targaryens were at their most thriving, like there was the most of them alive, and they had the most dragons at one time. I mean, I don't know how many dragons were alive at the time, but like over 10, I think. So a good chunk of them. And dragons live a lot longer than humans.
Okay.
Like a good couple hundred years. So you don't need as many as you do humans. And so pretty much there were all these, again, Targaryens and dragons alive when the Dance of Dragons happened, which is the Targaryen Civil War. So pretty much one of the Targaryen kings, Viserys, not this Viserys, obviously, a previous Viserys, he had a daughter. Her name was Rhaenyra, and he didn't have any sons, right? So he was like, okay, Rhaenyra is going to be the queen after I die. But everyone was used to a man succeeding, right? So they weren't too happy about a woman going to take his place. So Viserys, after his first wife dies, he remarries, and with his new wife, they have a son named Aegon. And but Viserys still wants Rhaenyra to sit on the throne. And so then pretty much Viserys dies, and then Alicent, who was his new wife, mother of his son Aegon, was like, I'm gonna get my son on the throne. So she pretty much puts Aegon on the throne, and Rhaenyra's pissed because she's like, hello, my dad promised me the throne.
Right.
Pretty much from that, everything exploded. The Targaryens, they took sides on who they were rooting for, and then not just the Targaryens, but all the other lords and ladies like the Starks and everyone chose whose side they wanted to be on. And pretty much because of that, dragons, because the Targaryens would attack each other on dragons, they slowly started dying. And then Rhaenyra's son, also named Aegon, ended up taking the throne after both Rhaenyra and her brother Aegon died. And then during his reign, the last dragons died. And like Viserys was saying, the last of them weren't as big as dogs or as big as cats. So they just progressively got smaller and smaller. But I'm not sure that's not okay. Don't have
that inbreeding.
Could be. Well, maybe.
Well, true. You only have 10 dragons, and if they kept inbreeding,
that's true. That's a good point. I don't know. That's a good point. Yeah, they didn't have that many. Okay, and then, all right. Okay, so let's talk about Ned. And he's digging into the history, or he's digging into Jon Arryn's final days.
Right.
So he met Gendry, who was, he said, Robert's bastard.
Right.
So what do you think was the importance of that? What do you think was going on with that?
No idea.
Coolio. And what do you think was up with the book? Like, why was Johnny Depp?
No idea. I don't know either.
But you thought Johnny Depp might have been poisoned.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Ned was thinking. He was like poisoned.
Well, yeah.
Especially since everyone's like, you died of natural causes.
Right.
Poison could, yeah.
Right, especially back then.
Yeah, that's true. They wouldn't have had like autopsies. Oh yeah, and Pycelle, the old dude, said the seed is strong. That's what he said.
Oh yeah.
That was like Johnny Depp's last words. The seed is strong. So.
Unless he's talking about the seed is strong. Huh. Unless he was talking about like Robert's bastard son. The seed is strong. Like he's a seed and he was pretty strong. He was pretty strong. That's why Ned said, when you're done doing this blacksmithing, come and you can swing a sword with me.
No, yeah, no, interesting, yeah.
But why? What the relevance? I have no idea.
Yeah, and then also wanted to mention again, like Littlefinger. I'm telling you, he, like I said, you can tell he's kind of sneaky.
Right.
But I can't help it.
He's
I
like a snake.
He's kind of
right.
He's a sneaky snake. I can't help it. I'll be honest.
But he does it so nicely. I think.
Oh yeah,
that's why he's very polite.
Yeah,
like
he's very charming.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm a sucker for Littlefinger. A lot of people don't like him because he's so sneaky, but I'm one of those people that I love him. I think because he's so sneaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't help it. I'm a sucker for Littlefinger. Okay, and he did tell Ned, he was like, distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done here. So yeah, and we saw how like Varys and Cersei and Littlefinger, how they all had their little spies all over the place.
Oh god, that was funny, right?
Yeah, and then Dany, we were proud of her. She's getting she's stronger. She's
finding her voice.
Finding her voice. Oh yeah, and we didn't mention this on camera, but we kind of talked about it. How we were talking before about Dany and Drogo, and how the reason she might be falling for him is more because of like Stockholm syndrome and survival instinct and that sort of thing. Just thought I mentioned that. We did kind of talk about that. And then, and then Jon Snow, he told his story about Roz, the good old whore Roz, about how he didn't want to sleep with her. Well, he wanted to sleep with her, but then he didn't sleep with her because he's worried that he'll father a bastard, which makes sense. And I think it's pretty honorable of Jon,
Yeah.
Because he easily could have slept with her, but he's like, no. But he knows what it's like to be raised a bastard and how different he's treated because of it, and probably doesn't want to put that through another kid. Well, and the thing is, I wanted to mention like that Jon's Ned and Jon are kind of a rare case, because most noble lords just ignore their bastards. Right. Most don't take them home and raise them in their home with their other kids. Right. So his is a very unique situation.
Right, that makes sense.
And then Alistair Thorne, the prick dude at the wall with Jon, who told that nice cheery story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Alistair. I always thought it was Alistair with a T, but it's Alistair. That doesn't matter. Yeah, Alistair. Or you can call him Thorne if that's easier to remember.
I don't remember either one.
We can call him the prick dude at the wall. We'll call him the prick dude at the wall. He treats Jon like crap. He hates Jon. And I think the reason why do you think he dislikes Jon so much? He's taken like an immediate dislike to Jon ever since he got there. Why do you think he dislikes him so much?
Because he's probably afraid of him, maybe. Because, Jon's strong, physically strong, and...
I think it's also maybe... Again, this is totally just my interpretation. I'm thinking also it could be that... because... I'm wondering if he's slightly jealous, maybe. Slightly envious. Yeah. Because, like I say, like the fact that despite Jon being a bastard, he did grow up in a noble house. Right. Because Alistair, he was like, oh, do you get cold like in your warm castle at Winterfell? And Jon was like, on my boat, my own fire. It's like, I don't just have my servant. I never had the servants do everything for me. So I guess you can kind of detect some bitterness, I feel like, there. And then Littlefinger told Sansa the story of the Hound in the mountain. Yeah, and how the little hound Sandor got his face shoved into the flames because his older brother dragged out of the mountain. Yeah, that's pretty dark. Why do you think Littlefinger told Sansa the story?
He's stirring up something.
Stirring up something,
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, why is this little 13-year-old girl this insanely horrifying story?
I don't know.
Granted, though, she is the daughter of Cat, and like you've been saying,
I don't know. He's just...
He's sneaky.
He's sneaky. He's doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out later.
He's sneaky. Yeah, and then we already talked about Tyrion and Catelyn. And so you're saying you think that so her taking Tyrion captive was a smart move or not a smart move?
Oh, no, I meant smart on her part when she was like entrusting all the people. That's what I meant by smart. I don't think it's probably going to turn out too well.
Again, I guess, especially since she doesn't have the full proof.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, and I think
that was it.
I think it was it. I touched on everything. Okay. We did quick fire, boom, 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 before you get too tired.
I know.
Like I said, you guys,
it's a long day.
Like I said, I pre-recording these episodes before putting them on YouTube, so we're recording this on Thanksgiving, even though by the time I put this out here, it'll be past Thanksgiving. And so, like I said, my poor mom, well, how you gonna say poor, not poor? My mom, she cooked today, and then, you know, sitting here, like we ate, and so sitting here with a stomach full of food, and especially Thanksgiving food.
Our vegan Thanksgiving
Oh yeah, our vegan,
food.
so our vegan Thanksgiving food. That makes a person tired. Yeah, and so I hope you guys enjoy that reaction of Game of Thrones. I'll put the full-length reaction on my Patreon, so I've linked to that in the description box down below. I have also released the schedule for on which days we watch which episodes, so you guys can expect that. Also, I put that in the description box. I also have other channels, non-reaction related, so if you want more content from me. I've also linked to my different channels, my different YouTube channels in the description box down below. Alrighty, and so I hope you guys have a lovely, amazing day. So goodbye, my lovely Nominators. Mwah. You're not gonna do your...
Sorry. Good night.
There we go.